Isabella Hartley, 23, smiled nervously. Golden candles flickered throughout ballroom. Soft violins filled glowing ceilings. Tonight changed everything forever completely. Tonight she married mysterious Alexander. Alexander Reed, 28, appeared perfect. Tall, charming, dangerously unforgettable eyes. Every woman secretly admired him. Every guest praised their romance. Isabella deeply trusted handsome Alexander. Rain suddenly hammered crystal windows. Thunder shook enormous wedding hall. Guests exchanged nervous, awkward glances. Alexander received mysterious phone messages repeatedly. His expression slowly became disturbed. Isabella noticed strange sudden distance. During dances Alexander looked distracted. His hands trembled unexpectedly sometimes. Something frightening clearly haunted him. Still he forced charming smiles. Midnight approached with growing silence. Guests slowly abandoned crowded ballroom. Fresh roses covered marble floors. Champagne glasses reflected golden lights beautifully. Isabella waited beside grand staircase. Alexander disappeared without any explanation. His phone instantly became unreachable. Security guards searched nearby gardens desperately. Drivers checked surrounding empty streets. Nobody discovered missing Alexander anywhere. Whispers immediately poisoned luxurious ballroom. Guests exchanged cruel, suspicious theories. Some blamed Isabella secretly there. Others mentioned hidden dangerous enemies. Her happiness shattered completely instantly. Police questioned exhausted, frightened Isabella. Hours passed without useful answers. Alexander vanished like disappearing shadows. Only his wedding ring remained. Cold silver reflected painful heartbreak. Days slowly transformed into months. Newspapers published dramatic missing headlines everywhere. Television reporters invaded Isabella constantly. People loved tragic romantic scandals. Isabella suffered endless humiliation publicly. Her wealthy parents lost patience. Friends advised forgetting missing Alexander. Young women should continue living. Beautiful girls deserved happier futures. Isabella ignored every painful suggestion. Deep inside stubborn hopeful heart, she believed Alexander still lived. Something remained terribly unfinished there. Real love never disappears silently. Real love always leaves answers. 7 exhausting lonely years passed. Isabella became stronger through suffering. Dark hair framed mature beauty. Her innocent smile disappeared completely. Pain transformed gentle Isabella forever. She managed successful antique bookstores independently. Customers admired her intelligence greatly. Men frequently attempted romantic conversations. Isabella rejected everyone politely always. Her heart remained emotionally unavailable. One freezing December evening, snow covered crowded city streets. Christmas lights decorated glowing buildings beautifully. Isabella closed bookstore shutters tiredly. Television murmured inside empty cafe. Breaking news interrupted normal programs. Reporters celebrated famous billionaire entrepreneur. Crowds loudly applauded glamorous achievements. Cameras followed handsome, powerful millionaire closely. Isabella suddenly dropped coffee cup. Standing confidently beside reporters there was missing Alexander Reed himself. Older, sharper, infinitely more dangerous. Expensive black suits perfectly fitted. Those unforgettable eyes remained identical. Isabella's entire body froze instantly. Breathing suddenly felt painfully impossible. 7 horrifying lonely missing years collapsed violently upon wounded heart. Alexander lived luxurious, successful life. Television hosts praised Alexander endlessly. Women admired mysterious billionaire charm. Business magazines called him visionary genius. Nobody recognized shocking hidden identity. Nobody understood Isabella's nightmare there. Anger exploded throughout trembling chest. Tears blurred glowing television screens. Alexander never contacted her once. Alexander abandoned sacred wedding vows. Now Alexander enjoyed glamorous celebrity life. That sleepless, snowy, painful night, Isabella replayed interviews repeatedly alone, searching desperately for hidden clues. Alexander mentioned upcoming charity gala. Location appeared downtown luxury hotel. Next evening determination replaced heartbreak. Isabella wore elegant black dress carefully. Red lipstick concealed painful nervousness. Snowflakes covered shining city sidewalks. Luxury cars crowded grand entrance. Inside ballroom chandeliers glittered magnificently. Soft jazz floated romantic atmosphere. Powerful wealthy guests filled hallways. Perfume mixed expensive champagne scents. Everything appeared beautifully overwhelming there. Then Isabella finally saw Alexander. He laughed beside glamorous celebrities confidently. Women surrounded him constantly smiling. Success completely transformed missing Alexander. Yet sadness haunted beautiful eyes. Alexander suddenly noticed Isabella standing. His confident smile instantly vanished. Champagne glass slipped from fingers. Color disappeared from handsome face. Time seemed painfully frozen again. Neither moved during endless seconds. Crowded ballroom noises completely faded. Only heartbreak existed between them. 7 abandoned lonely painful years. Filled terrifying emotional silent distance. Finally Alexander approached slowly carefully. His voice trembled slightly whispering, "Isabella, you shouldn't appear here." Those words ignited furious anger. Isabella slapped Alexander across face. Nearby guests gasped dramatically shocked. Music awkwardly stopped momentarily there. Alexander remained painfully silent afterward. Isabella's eyes filled burning tears. "Why destroy my entire life?" Alexander grabbed Isabella's trembling hands. His touch awakened buried memories instantly. Warmth still felt dangerously familiar. Painfully familiar after endless loneliness. Isabella immediately pulled away angrily. Alexander guided Isabella toward balcony. Snow gently covered silent rooftops. Cold winds surrounded tense atmosphere. City lights sparkled below beautifully. Alexander finally revealed hidden truths. 7 years earlier dangerous criminals targeted Alexander's wealthy powerful family. Business partners secretly funded violent organizations. Alexander discovered horrifying illegal operations. Powerful enemies immediately hunted witnesses. Police forced complete disappearance afterward. Authorities created entirely new identity. Communication risked everyone's immediate deaths. Even Isabella remained constantly monitored. Alexander sacrificed love protecting Isabella. Isabella struggled believing impossible explanations. Part wanted screaming furious disbelief. Another part recognized painful sincerity. Alexander looked emotionally exhausted deeply. Fear permanently haunted tired expression. Alexander showed confidential government documents. Official signatures covered every page. Old criminal photographs revealed terrifying evidence. Several dangerous men received imprisonment recently. Everything suddenly connected perfectly together. But why television interviews now? Isabella asked through trembling voice softly. Alexander stared toward falling snow silently. Because danger finally completely ended. Those words echoed painfully there. Alexander admitted missing Isabella constantly. Every lonely hidden dangerous night. He remembered unfinished wedding promises. He secretly followed Isabella's life. Distance became unbearable painful torture. Isabella described endless suffering quietly. Cruel gossip destroyed personal reputation. Sleepless nights consumed youthful innocence. Loneliness poisoned every birthday celebration. Love became terrifying painful memory. Alexander listened with heartbreaking silence. Tears slowly filled tired eyes. He regretted abandoning Isabella completely. Yet impossible choices controlled circumstances. Certain sacrifices permanently change lives. Snow continued falling peacefully downward. Balcony lights reflected sparkling crystals beautifully. Painful memories surrounded both silently. Love still existed between them. Neither successfully destroyed lingering feelings. Suddenly loud gunshots shattered silence. Crowds inside ballroom screamed fearfully. Alexander immediately protected Isabella instinctively. Security guards rushed through corridors urgently. Danger returned unexpectedly terrifyingly fast. Masked armed men invaded ballroom aggressively. Guests hid beneath decorated tables. Women cried hysterically throughout hallways. Alexander grabbed Isabella's frightened hand. Together they escaped through kitchens. Footsteps dangerously echoed behind shadows. Snowstorms blinded empty narrow streets. Black vehicles aggressively chased both. Alexander pushed Isabella toward alleyways. Fear consumed freezing midnight completely. Finally abandoned warehouses appeared nearby. Alexander forced rusty doors open. Both collapsed, breathing heavily inside. Darkness surrounded cold, empty rooms. Outside engines searched surrounding streets. Isabella trembled beside Alexander silently. Adrenaline mixed strangely with desire. Alexander gently touched Isabella's cheek. 7 painful missing lonely years suddenly disappeared within heartbeat moments. Without warning, Alexander kissed Isabella. Passion exploded throughout freezing darkness. Every hidden emotion awakened instantly. Love survived unimaginable painful suffering. Their hearts still belonged together. Suddenly warehouse lights switched brightly. Armed officers surrounded shocked criminals outside. Police helicopters circled snowy rooftops. Authorities finally captured remaining enemies. Danger completely ended forever afterward. Months later, peaceful spring arrived. Cherry blossoms decorated sunny parks beautifully. Isabella reopened renovated antique bookstore proudly. Customers filled cozy warm rooms. Happiness slowly returned again there. Alexander frequently visited bookstore afternoons. Sometimes bringing fresh coffee lovingly. Sometimes reading romantic poetry softly. Their relationship slowly healed naturally. Trust carefully rebuilt broken hearts. One golden peaceful evening, Alexander arranged rooftop dinner privately. Candles flickered beneath shining stars. Soft music floated warm winds. Isabella smiled genuinely once more. Alexander nervously removed velvet box. Inside rested forgotten silver wedding ring. Same ring abandoned 7 years. During heartbreaking mysterious wedding night. Now symbolizing hopeful second beginnings. Alexander whispered emotional honest promises. No more secrets between us. Isabella's eyes filled happy tears. Pain finally released wounded hearts. Love survived impossible tragic circumstances. Later, beneath glowing city lights, Isabella finally married Alexander peacefully. Close friends celebrated joyful romance. No mysterious disappearances happened afterward. No dangerous enemies threatened happiness. Sometimes love requires painful patience. Sometimes fate separates true soulmates. Sometimes darkness hides shocking truths. Yet real love survives everything. Their love certainly survived forever.